Have you ever wondered how inner working, healing yourself, can transform your whole life? I find that followers of Christ often dismiss this inner work because we think about people with crystals and little bells and all these other things that don't particularly pertain or align with who we are. But I think that neglect often leads to spiritual burnout. It leads us to not being able to live up to God's design for our lives. Healing, inner work is biblical. The scripture says that God will heal the brokenhearted and bind up their wounds. So I think it is something, I know it is something that we as followers of Christ, we cannot neglect this. As a pastor for over 15 years, I've seen time and time again how people neglect their inner healing and how it has an adverse impact on their walk with Christ. And so there's a few tips I want to share with you. And one of the things that keeps us from healing is the lack of forgiveness. And so you got to be able to forgive folks. I don't preach forgive and forget. I preach forgive because you can't forget certain things. But I do preach forgiveness because God forgives us, and so that will help us move on. The other thing is you got to lean into the pain sometimes, and it's hard, it's difficult, but just because you've become numb to that pain you've been carrying around for so long doesn't mean that it's not still hurting. It does not mean that it's not still damaging you. It does not mean that it's not holding you back. And so that thing that you've been avoiding to confrontation with, that thing that you've been ignoring, hoping it would go away, it's not going to go away. You got to lean into it, address it, and with the help of God, you'll come out stronger, better, and be able to become exactly who God desires for you to be. This is the ODP, the Outdoor Pastor, the proud pastor of Springfield. Yeah. Let me remind you that you have purpose, you have power. God is destined to prevail, and I'll holler at you later. Peace. By the way, if this was helpful, share it. Follow me, subscribe for more spiritual tips. Appreciate it.